the years, the beautiful game has provided us with some memorable goals. We've searched through our back catalogue to compile our favourites from across the globe. So sit back and enjoy this collection of 500 great goals. Tender age of 17, Pelé was the youngest player to take part in the 1958 World Cup tournament. The Brazilian sensation scored 6 goals in 4 matches, his first goal in the final, the pick of the bunch.
At the time, a lot of journalists wrote, God, Pelé's just a 17-year-old kid. Look at all the responsibility he has. How can he be feeling? And I thought, my God, in that national team, I really didn't have that much responsibility. That lay with the older players like Nilton Santos, Gigi, Bellini, those more experienced players. I was just living my dream. I didn't have any worries at all. And I just wanted to play. I had no responsibility at all.
Pelé hooked the ball over his head and followed up with a precise volley past helpless Swedish goalkeeper Kalle Svensson. Brazil were crowned world champions. Greek side Panathinaikos were torn apart by an on-fire Barcelona side eager to book their place in the knockout stage of the competition. In a team full of stars, Cameroon striker Samuel Eto'o managed to shine the brightest, scoring 3 goals to give the Catalans a 5-0 victory. Eto'o's third goal was this stunning shot high over keeper Mario Galinovic. If you're going to score an incredible goal, why not do it on the big stage? Never a player to shirk the limelight, Hull City's Dean Windass rose to the big occasion as his team took their place in the Championship playoff final at Wembley. Fittingly, the local lad and cult hero scored the only goal of the match. This scorching volley booked Hull City's place in the top flight for the first time in their 104-year history.
It was a magic goal because if you can hit it 100 times, you will never score it again.
Quite simply, one of the best goals ever scored in the history of the European Championships.
The goal I made was a long ball from Muren. I was already tired already. So when I had to stop the ball and then to dribble or make the other thing, I just give it a try and it went out in a special way in the goal.
It was a little bit typical Van Basten because normally you cannot shoot from that distance and not from that angle because it was very difficult. But he made the decision to shoot the center to the second post, and it was a great moment.
Seeing that magic goal from Basten was like, what is going on? It was like almost like it had to happen. We had to win it for one reason or another. It was our destiny.
Italy only just made it through the group stages of the 1982 World Cup before beating Brazil on their way to the final. Facing West Germany at the Bernabeu in Madrid, they were already ahead midway through the second half, but Marco Tardelli doubled their advantage before setting off on one of the most memorable goal celebrations ever. 20 minutes later, Italy became the second side to win the World Cup 3 times. Probably the most famous goal in Scottish football history and still celebrated to this day, Archie Gemmill's goal against the Netherlands in the 1978 World Cup was a seminal moment for young and old alike. An unlikely hero, the tenacious midfielder played a magnificent 1-2 with Kenny Dalglish and left the Dutch defence in his wake. A moment of glory for Gemmill and a nation. The late George Best spent 11 seasons at Manchester United and produced some of the greatest football of his career. A few seasons after leaving Old Trafford, he went to play in the NASL in the United States. Even in his mid-30s, his brilliance was still in evidence as he scored this fantastic goal for the San Jose Earthquakes in 1981. Only a few weeks out of his teens, Lionel Messi was already showing why some had hailed him as the best footballer of his generation. Already a Champions League winner with Barcelona and an established member of the Argentinian national side, this superb lob for his country against Mexico in the 2007 Copa America semi-final showed both speed of thought and a deft touch. A friendly between Brazil and Argentina is usually anything but that. Their clash in London at Arsenal's Emirates Stadium saw Brazil take control from the start. It was left to their star performer Kaká to put the icing on the cake. He ran half the length of the pitch, outpacing Lionel Messi in the process to seal his country's 3-0 win and gave the 60,000 crowd a moment to remember. World Cup holders France were hoping to add another title to their World Cup trophy in the final of the 2000 European Championships. At 1-1, the game went to a sudden death golden goal scenario, and young David Trezeguet snatched the top prize with a brilliant left foot strike.
The manager told me to try and give something extra to the team, and I had the chance to score. Of course, it was special for me because my family and my friends were there. But it was more special for my teammates because I felt we had a really strong team and the players wanted to go all the way. We tried, especially the players who played less. We tried to bring something to the team who was already very good. That was the strength of that team. And the result was, we won the tournament.
Few footballers made as big an impact on English football as Ferenc Puskás. As captain of Hungary in 1953, his team came to Wembley and gave England a masterclass. Puskás was happy to take the leading role. Superb drag back and shot was one of 6 goals his side scored to demolish the inventors of the beautiful game. Kevin Keegan was at his peak in 1980, having just won his 2nd successive European Footballer of the Year award. Nearing the end of his spell in Germany with Hamburg, Keegan was the first name on England manager Ron Greenwood's team sheet. This exquisite lob against the Republic of Ireland at Wembley showed why. Aston Villa were the second of 5 English clubs where Benito Carbone played. The Italian forward helped Villa reach the 2000 FA Cup final, scoring a hat-trick in the 5th round tie against Leeds. This fantastic long-range shot, the best of Carbone's treble, as Villa won 3-2. The Soviet Union were already 1-0 up 4 minutes into their group game with Hungary at the 1986 World Cup finals. Sergei Aleynikov decided to try his luck from outside the area and beat Hungarian goalkeeper Peter Dichtel to double the Soviets' advantage as they eased to a 6-0 win. Cultured centre-back Mark Lawrenson scored 18 goals for Liverpool in his 7 seasons with the club. This example against Southampton shows why the former Preston and Brighton man was such an asset for the Anfield side. Following an interception and great run off the ball, Lawrenson ran onto a Dalglish pass before slotting in low. At the time, Lawrenson was the most expensive defender in Britain, but he turned out to be a bargain. Fratton favourite Matthew Taylor opened the scoring against Everton with one of the goals of the season. Taylor, who began his career at Luton Town, had caught the eye of several Premier League managers, but chose to sign for First Division outfit Portsmouth. He helped them to promotion in the 2002-2003 season and signed a long-term contract in July 2006. The fans were thrilled, particularly when he scored goals of this calibre. Few players matched Milos Krasic's role in helping Serbia reach the 2010 World Cup finals. The Russian-based midfielder's composure and pace caused defenders all sorts of problems in the qualifying stages. This strike against Austria was the pick of the goals from Krasic and illustrates his innate talent. Any fears Arsenal fans may have had of the cup giant killing at Hewish Park were quickly allayed by one man, Ian Wright. He bagged a hat-trick that day, but it was his second that even had the Yeovil fans applauding. Having claimed the number 8 shirt as his own, the ex-Crystal Palace striker had already scored 10 goals before Christmas, and he started the new year in the same vein. Pouncing on a defensive error, he spotted the keeper off his line and chipped into the net with perfection. Midfielder Rafael van der Vaart made his Ajax debut in 2000 at the tender age of 17. After 3 years with the club, he was a seasoned pro, and in November of 2003 he scored this incredible goal against arch-rivals Feyenoord. Ajax won the league at the end of the season, 6 points ahead of PSV Eindhoven. Van der Vaart was appointed captain the following season. Scotland came out all guns blazing at Seville's Estadio Benito Villamarín. David Neri opening the scoring on 18 minutes. But it wasn't long before Brazil had equalised with a trademark free kick from Zico. A perfectly struck ball snaking round the wall and dipping with impeccable timing past a dumbfounded Alan Rough. The White Pele was named one of the top 10 players of the tournament. Despite starting his career at Arsenal, David Bentley never made a home appearance in the Premier League for the Gunners. When he returned with their North London neighbours Tottenham in 2008, it took him just 13 minutes to show his former employers what they had missed. Bentley opening the scoring in spectacular fashion as his side shared the spoils in an 8-goal